Alright, what's up? So, going to be talking about when you should farm Evil Summoner today. So, like many things in the game, I think that, Evil Summoner is not really a set in stone time to farm. There's not really a really solid form of progression in terms of when you should farm Evil Summoner. But I think a lot of the variation that does come from, when you should start farming it, when you should maybe stop farming it, would be in that sort of nightmare stage of the game, or starting elemental stage of the game. That's when you're going to be looking to see if you really want to farm Evil Summoner or not, right? Depending on the option you are going to be utilizing to beat the nightmare levels, Evil Summoner might be good or bad, right? If you're using something like a Felina clear, you might need Power Stones to upgrade Felina a little bit just so she can clear JR Nightmare. However, if you are using a strong DPS mythic, such as Amaterasu, such as Jiraiya, maybe not so much Zeus, but probably Zeus as well, Evil Summoner might not be necessary in that nightmare stage of the game, which means that you don't really need to farm it there, because you got to think about your goal of it trying to beat nightmares, and then you really have to think about, if Evil Summoner really helps you do that, or if it is pretty much a useless sort of level to pursue specifically for that goal, right? If you are doing something like a Mr. Flamey clear, of course, you would definitely want to farm Evil Summoner. But again, if you are doing something like a DPS Mythic clear, Evil Summoner might not be the most time-efficient option, as you don't need levels past 400 if you are using a DPS Mythic such as Jiraiya or such as Amaterasu. New Mythic, Hanzo, I don't know, may or may not need the, what's it called? May or may not need the Power Stones. I'm not too sure of her specific damage numbers yet, but it is just really based on your situation. I wouldn't really recommend farming Evil Summoner prior to attempting those nightmare levels, just because not really much purpose when you are just doing your Slime King Mighty Speedy clears on JR Hard, or like a Mighty Speedy clear on JR Normal with some sort of carry. But yeah, I think overall, farm Evil Summoner when you need to. Depends on the option you are using for JR Nightmare, and if you are using a DPS Mythic, you cleared it, I would say that would be a good time to farm Evil Summoner afterwards to be able to get units to 500 for the elemental challenges. That's probably the latest you do want to farm Evil Summoner, I would say. Just prior to the elemental challenges, get your 500 units. But yeah, farming Evil Summoner is somewhat of a commitment, I would say. You do need to get a lot of your units to higher levels so they can one-shot those golems on hard mode to make the farming a lot more simpler, a lot more streamlined. Yeah, that's me for this video. Like, subscribe, and yeah, see ya.